What's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another video. Brothers and sisters, you are not weird because you feel like you want to be alone right now. Just because you feel the need to veer off and distance yourself from a lot of people doesn't make you strange at all. See, more often than not, the masses, they wonder why more people are beginning to choose that solo path. And I want to make it clear. A lot of the times, real growth happens when you're alone, when you have time to face yourself, when you have time to put things into perspective, when you're able to analyze those around you. And there's people that may rely on you energetically that really don't reciprocate anything positive. And they will use all kind of tactics when you decide to veer off and do what you need to do for yourself. And they like to shame people who set healthy boundaries. They like to shame people who are actually putting things into retrospect and doing what it is they need to do. And a lot of people just want to know why. Why is more people seeming to want to just go on this solo journey? Well, there's a plethora of reasons why. And more often than not, it's the chosen ones who really start to disengage with most of society. And it is simply because you're in alignment, brothers and sisters. It is simply because you're on the right frequency. And you're just not on the same wavelength as the rest of the world. So you have to move accordingly. And it is very difficult to continue to be involved in forced relationships, forced communications. It's absolutely exhausting. And it comes a time in your life where you want more for yourself. You want true interactions. See, in this day and age, everything is exposed. Social media has exposed a lot of people. It showed what they truly want. And a lot of the time, it's validation, clout, attention. And when you're someone who is humble, you don't really crave that as much as people who have to be the center of attention. A lot of you all are choosing to be alone because you don't care for the validation anymore. You don't need anybody to verify your existence, to know that you're living. You don't need the attention. In fact, a lot of you brothers and sisters are starting to stray away from it because some of you all learn what comes with attention. And nowadays, there's so much jealousy and negativity, you're choosing to play the cut. See, some of us who have been chosen by the Most High have decided that we are going to distance ourselves and we're going to go ahead and lock in on our destiny. And believe it or not, there's people who believe that you just fell off. Some of you all may just have to disappear for a time period to truly elevate. And then you pop out right at the right time. And a lot of people are going to be shocked because they didn't know what you were working on and what you were doing when you was by yourself. Some of you all may be laying low this summer. just to lock in on some of the goals that you had in mind, while everybody else is partying, while everybody else is just doing whatever. You're focused. And then when you come back in another season, you're going to be beaming, absolutely radiating. And what they don't understand is a lot of chosen ones have been through a lot with a lot of people. And people are tired of the rigmarole of dealing with fake, deceitful individuals. And so a lot of chosen ones are choosing to just kind of fall back and build their relationship with the Creator, understanding that you really don't need these people. You don't need these fair weather friends that got tricks up their sleeve. You don't need people around you who have, secret competition with you. You don't need people around you who are constantly seeking approval or attention. And you don't need people around you who are negative, you know? People who always got something negative to say when you're speaking about something progressive. A lot of you brothers and sisters are tired of being weighed down, getting your energy drained and stripped from you, from people who just can't regulate their own emotions. Some of you all came out of situations where there was constant anxiety, constant pressure coming from friends, family, intimate relationships, whatever the case is. And some of you all thought that that was love. You thought that that's what life was supposed to be. Somebody always pulling on you. Somebody always accusing you. Somebody always demeaning you or criticizing you. Some of you all thought that was actually normal. And really, it was traumatizing. And it took you actually separating from those friends, family, colleagues, associates, intimate relationships, so on and so forth, to see that, you know what? It's miserable being around certain people. So you must now protect your peace and make sure whoever you're going to be around is going to complement your peace, not take away from it. A lot of people are beginning to wake up. There's a mass awakening taking place. And although the awakening is massive, it's not as massive as those who are on the left-hand side, the dark side. But it's massive enough where people are beginning to notice. You may be that one person in your family where people are beginning to notice that you're just not available like you used to be. You may be in close proximity to certain people, perhaps in your community, workplace, et cetera, but your mindset is so strong right now, it's almost like you're not there. It's almost like they can't actually get access to you, even though you have proximity. Some of you all go to your workplace, you do your job, you come home. And that's the best thing to do. Some of you all, you go handle your business, you be about that. You don't waste too much time mixing and mingling because you are on a mission. And right now, we're in some very chaotic times. And the wheat and the tare are being separated. And those who can truly see what's going on, a few few and far in between. So you may be the only one in your community, the only one in your town that can relate to biblical truth or just even being conscious to what's going on in the world. You may be the only one in your entire city that's really socially aware. So you're choosing to just stay to yourself because you know nowadays you can become someone's enemy simply for telling them the truth. So a lot of you all, to avoid casting your pearls before swine, you'll just keep your knowledge to yourself. You'll just keep wisdom to yourself until you're around people who are receptive, or people who have potential, or people who are going the same direction you are, or even ahead of the curve. But a lot of us are choosing to go alone now because we've learned our value. And we've understood that the world doesn't have a good value system. Their value system is who can help them in their circumstance or situation, who can validate them, who can, you know, emotionally trauma bond with them. Who, you know, it's all dysfunction out there. It's the wrong type of connections out there. And chosen ones are saying, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to go solo until the right people are in our lives. And if the right people do not come, then, we will continue to walk solo and eventually they will come. And then also understanding the times we're living in where there's so much happening in the world at any given moment. This thing can go down. And you do not want to be around the wrong people when times get desperate. And, it's kind of a blessing in disguise that as of late, a lot of people have been exposing themselves for who they are. A lot of people can no longer hide behind their image. The mask has slipped off. And that's good. The Most High gave us an opportunity to walk off and leave people where they standing. So it's a beautiful thing. Also, a lot of us are choosing to go solo simply because we don't want to lose focus. And we understand that evil communication can corrupt good manners. And we may not really have access to people who can communicate the right way. So, it's divine timing. There's nothing wrong with you, brothers and sisters. People will try to make you feel like something's wrong because you want to be solo. Don't let them guilt trip you. Don't let them call you cold-hearted. Don't let them make you feel bad because you want your solo time. And, don't be ashamed of success and whatever it is you're doing. And don't be ashamed to want more, because there's times where you're around people who just don't want more out of life. But if you can relate to the message, brothers and sisters, let me know down in the comment section. Have you been veering off as of late? Do you find yourself cutting a lot of people off? Or have you just set up healthy boundaries and people try to make you feel bad for doing what it is you need to do? If so, talk to me down in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Support the work at newbreedglobaltruth.com as well as hebrewcare.com. Thank each and every one of y'all. Peace.